On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Bradley are the guards. Green and Davis in at the forward positions. And it's McGee in at the center. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to McGee. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
James finds McGee. Here's Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. He said one of the key points defensively will be trying to limit the production of DeAndre Ayton, adding it's rare to see a player of his size and athleticism. And then you add in his shooting touch, he's a handful. And it makes the defense take very difficult choices. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. There's the pass to Rubio. 4 on the clock. The shot.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
A nice shot by LeBron.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Oubre. His last outing with 20 points. Right side Bradley. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I like Avery Bradley cashing in from there, proving he can get it done around the basket.
Ayton kicks to Oubre. Rubio outside. McGee with the block. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity.
Well, Bradley right now putting the defense, something he does well, on its heel because of his offense.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
We talk so much about Avery Bradley and his motor and how he comes to every game with a defensive mindset. I think that's both where his teammates and the coaching staff really respect the type of consistency he brings to the floor.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Here is McGee after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Here's James. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Oubre. Over to the left wing. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Now here's Bradley. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Phoenix leading by 4. Bridges for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. Bradley passes to McGee. Now the dish to LeBron. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, LeBron sometimes will show him off. The handle's right there, pretty sick, slicing up the defense that time.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Davis. Now here is McGee. Puts up a 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And Davis can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bridges kicks to Rubio. Oubre passes to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. Rubio. They get it back. Back to Bridges. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Mikal Bridges tagged as a 3-and-D type player in the draft, still finding his way a little bit in terms of the NBA offensive system and where it is that he can be effective.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, this team looking to utilize Bridges in a number of roles as he learns.
Yeah, Bridges maybe has to take a back seat to what Ayton and Booker do for this team. It's a nice spot to settle in as the attention is on those two players. He can carve out a nice role here and continue to improve on some of his weaknesses in the offseason.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Bradley. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they double up Davis. He kicks it to McGee. Trying to get open is Davis. McGee dishes to Davis. Reverses, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
The Lakers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
shot.
That's good from McGee. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Bridges. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Back to Ayton. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Here's Oubre. That shot off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
You wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Both free throws good from Booker. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
Diallo kicks to Johnson. Drains the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Rondo. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
LA is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside, Davis. Back to Rondo. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Anthony Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
The first one falls. Carter, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both free throws good from Daniels. Suns leading by 9. Knocks it loose. Rondo with the steal. To the paint. Here's Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Now here's Diallo. No points in the game yet for him. Carter looking around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Rondo. Back to Daniels. The tray. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Akobo. Ayton trying to break free. Akobo, that's good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Carter outside. For Phoenix, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That's good from Carter.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Outside, Davis. And stolen by Diallo. Carter outside. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Here's the floater. The shot that time not on target.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Now here is Carter, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Suns.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And the first one drops. Carter hits them both. Lakers trail by 16. And the pass to Daniels. Back to Rondo. Now Howard. Defended by Carter. Tipped away. And stolen by Ayton. That drive by Carter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Carter outside. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Out to Carter. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. Down by 15. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. You've got Diallo. Also Johnson out there. Ayton is out there with Carter. And it's Okobo in at the shooting guard. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Here's Okobo. Pass to Diallo. Now Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Ayton. Diallo with it. Now Carter. Back to Diallo. And it's in there. Diallo's got his first points in this one.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Davis. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, everything right now in sync for AD, and I think that stands for after Duncan.
It's stolen by Davis. Fast break, the Lakers. Howard against Ayton. Here's Davis, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Davis has got 6 points.
The defense is there, but AD shot just better than the defense that time.
Ayton with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Denver.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Here's Kuzma, and another basket for the Lakers.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
Okobo looking over the floor. Poke loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now. Lakers trail by 9. Outside Rondo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. He's coming off an excellent season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And that one falls for Rondo.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Davis. And so Rondo hits both free throws.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And here's Rubio. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And Phoenix has possession following the bucket by the Lakers. Trying to end the drought. Kuzma pulls it in.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Booker, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Now, here's Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton finds Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix, no good that time either. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Golden State.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Bradley's checked in for Alex Caruso. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Ayton kicks to Bridges. The pass to Rubio. Oubre outside. For three, Booker. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
Pass to LeBron. Over Oubre. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Bradley. James has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Pass to Ayton. Booker up top, guarded by Bradley. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bradley. Kicks it to LeBron. Bridges against Green. Back to LeBron. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Rubio the pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. He's got 9. Pass to Rubio. Lock at 6. And it's blocked by Bradley.
Avery Bradley, a great defender at his position, predicted where that shot was coming from and threw it away.
On the wing, Green. Covered by Rubio. Nice shot by James. James has got 10.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Looking here at some numbers for Ricky Rubio. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Now, here's Oubre. Booker outside. McGee with the block. And they get it back. Will it go? And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's foul number 2 for him. Bradley against Booker. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ayton. And the Suns miss again.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And let's check out some stats for McGee. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in field goal percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. That free throw good from Avery Bradley. All free throws good from Avery Bradley.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
LeBron against Rubio. Can they get it? But they'll get another chance. Ayton, the pass to Booker.
Now, Booker being very active right now on the offensive end. Terrific at getting the defense to knock him around on the way up.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, Booker still has some upside, one of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Daniels has checked in. Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
To the inside. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Bradley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Ayton inside. Guarded by McGee. 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Now LeBron. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 8. Oubre dishes to Rubio. The pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 10 points.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
Back to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Shoots from 8. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Ayton kicks to Rubio. And the foul on Avery Bradley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Diallo comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Bridges. Here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. They get it again. Diallo. His 2nd shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
It's Bradley on the wing. 11 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Bradley's got his third basket of the night right there.
Avery Bradley roaming around looking for some space to shoot, and he finally got it.
Pass to Booker. Out to the right wing. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Passes to LeBron. Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
The first free throw is good.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Bradley. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Lakers leading by 3 to the paint.
And now a look at LeBron James here, coming off a terrific season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor.
Take a break.
Love that versatility.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Pass to Okobo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Suns trail by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okobo, the pass to Ayton. Fades. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Oubre outside to the right side. Here's Okobo. Off target with his 3.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Green and Davis in at the forward positions. LeBron and Bradley are the guards. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And here's Green outside. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton in the high post. Davis is on it. Booker outside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Suns trail by 9. Rubio the pass to Oubre. Booker looking around. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And stolen by James. In the corner, Bradley with it. There's the lob to the hoop. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Anthony Davis. And that one drops. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, a good contest, but if Booker has his eyes on the rim before you get there on the closeout, chances are he's going to score.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. LeBron dishes to Davis. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. They'll have the answer for you.
Top of the key, Bradley. Now the pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got 5 now.
When you're trying to space the floor, Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Ayton finds Oubre. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Oubre's got his second basket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's James. Good D by Rubio. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
That free throw good from Bradley. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Rubio with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks it to Bridges. Clock at 6. From deep. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Oubre outside. Pass to Rubio. The shot comes out. Great D that time from James. Green with the ball. Now defended by Oubre.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, he gets that contact and finds free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Alex Caruso in for Avery Bradley. And he's good on the second. Suns trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ayton kicks to Booker. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
Outside, Green. Passes it to Kuzma. Caruso looking for an opening. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Rebound by the Suns. Oubre's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ayton finds Booker. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Now here's Kuzma after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Kuzma passes to Caruso. Lays it up and banks it in. Caruso's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Up top, Rubio. James covering. Here's Oubre. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Oubre's got his 3rd basket of the night. Outside, Green. Pass to Kuzma. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson left side. Shoots from 14. They get it back.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Suns trail by 9. And here is Bridges. Johnson outside. Booker outside. From past the arc. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 24 points for Devin Booker.
Huge night for Booker, and reminiscent maybe of the night in Boston, Kevin, maybe.
Back to Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got 7 points.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Johnson with the bounce pass. A nice shot by Booker.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Troy Daniels comes in for Alex Caruso. And Phoenix also making a switch. Carter, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Here is Daniels, defended by Booker. Daniels kicks to Rondo. Clock at 4. Over Johnson. And that's good for 2. 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
No doubt about that. It's a bonus anytime you can get Rondo to knock down those contested jump shots. Great focus there on the finish.
Now here is Carter. 9 points in the game so far. That's tipped. Now here's Rondo. The feed to Howard. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson against Davis. The pass to Okobo. Now Ayton. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Lakers leading by 10. Here is Daniels. 7 points in the game. Here's Kuzma. And he makes that one. Kuzma's got 6.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Johnson dishes to Carter. Pass to Okobo. Takes it to Ayton. Booker outside. Here's Okobo. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. He's got 5.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Rondo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Rondo passes to Kuzma. On the wing, Booker, who's guarded by Davis. Carter outside. Back to Booker. Shoots over Kuzma. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Booker.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
Now Rondo. He's got 9. Passes to Kuzma. From 8. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And it's Okobo with the ball for Phoenix. Timeout called. The Suns
trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
The Suns making a switch here. Here's Ayton. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Oubre. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
I could see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Now here's Davis. He's got 11. Oubre with the steal. Dishes it to Johnson. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. And here are the Suns now. 7-point differential. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Booker.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And they double up Davis. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Johnson left side. Here's Ayton. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Johnson fill out the wing. Oubre out there with Ayton. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. Pushing it up. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
This is where Oubre can be very, very dangerous out in transition and using those strides.
Rubio against Rondo. Davis inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton finds Rubio. Back to Ayton. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Pass to Bradley. McGee with it. Down low and taken away by Johnson. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
James checked in for Troy Daniels.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Oubre, the more he plays and gets into a rhythm, you start to see some of that confidence. That's going to help out the team.
LeBron passes to Davis. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Rubio. LeBron with the block.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oubre kicks to Rubio. Ayton inside. McGee's there. And then Johnson with the dunk.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Here's Bradley. The Suns getting the bucket. Over Booker. Almost, but it rolls out. To the inside, Oubre. And finished off by Oubre. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Rondo scanning the floor. Davis kicks to Rondo. Outside Bradley. The pass to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. And James gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. Bradley's got 3 assists tonight. Rubio dishes to Oubre. Back to Rubio. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Rubio's got his first basket of the night.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
A floater, count it. And that's now 19 points for LeBron.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Oubre outside. Pass to Johnson. There's the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Davis with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
To the middle. It's stolen by Bradley. Fast break. The Lakers. Davis has got the ball. Right through the D for the layup. Davis has got 15 points in just the second half.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Rubio with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Rubio outside. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton kicks to Johnson. They grab their own miss. Oubre can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
James outside. Hangs in the air. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Phoenix also making a switch. Bridges checks in. Free throw good, LeBron. Here's Rubio. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bridges for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense is starting to show signs of life.
Now here's LeBron. And they double up Davis. Pass to McGee. He kicks it to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rubio with it. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
it's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Bradley finds James, and they double up James. Lakers passing it around. Davis, the pass to Green. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Offensive rebound, Ayton, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And he's now got the double-double, 11 points and 23 rebounds. Bradley passes to McGee. He dishes it to James. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 12. Feeds it to Oubre. And Davis sends it back. Loads it up for Davis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And just such great work from the athletic big man, Anthony Davis. Just so devastating on offense.
Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Davis with the double team. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Over to the wing. Kicks it to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Booker with it. Now guarded by Bradley. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Los Angeles leading by 11 to the wing right side. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James. And that's now 10 points for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the 2nd.
And Los Angeles guys shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And the dunk by James.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
Now, here's Rubio. And here's Oubre. The dish to Bridges. Booker outside. Down low. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And James throws it down.
You see LeBron just shrug off that contact there. It's like nothing even hit him.
And James no good on that one.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. To stop the run. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. Back to LeBron. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Suns call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. The feed now to Booker. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Los Angeles on D. Kuzma brings the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Bridges shot. Good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And James throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Oubre can't get it to go. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Kuzma. Back to Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Nice shot from 10 feet out. LeBron's got 32 points in the game. Now, here's Rubio. There's the pass to Ayton. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. And that one drops for him.
Not at all a bad passer for a center. Ayton with the feed.
Here's Bradley. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.